television is saying Sadoni and Saleh are telling Iraqi citizens our relationship with America needs and will turn to economic and will fade away from a military relationship. Question: what do you think the rate is going to be, Mark? Marks: just a guess, but I think it could be $3.91. Key point: Iraq has very little external debt based off her income streams, non-oil, oil. She's got a lot of money. $20 billion, external debt, isn't a whole lot of money in comparison to what they have income-wise. The CEO of the Iraq Stock Exchange has been relieved of his post. Quote, the market's CEO, Tar Ahmed Abdul Salam, was dismissed from his position today, Thursday. The head of the Securities Commission, Faisal Al-Hamas, was also chosen to replace Abdul Salam. It would behoove them to now put the pictures and the explanations of the lower denoms on the bulletin boards at these currency exchange centers. Aki owns 90 of these exchange centers with his conglomerate. You know why? Because it's all about the money. They don't get involved in politics. They don't care about parliament. They don't care about any delays. It's only about the bottom line. The HCL cannot function at a program rate. That's why they're giving you the scientific interpretation of why they're lifting the 3 zeros, in order for this to make sense, and work for you Iraqi citizens. Question: is November our month, Mark? Marks: unfortunately we blew through October without it, but November sure looks good. Comment: others say we get notified any time after November 6th. Marks: that is pretty much what the upper echelon in banking are saying now. Al-Moshadani is the new Speaker of the Iraqi Parliament. Quote, Mahmoud Daoud Salman Musa al-Moshadani, May 20, 1948 an Iraqi politician and the first Speaker of the Iraqi Parliament, after the US invasion of the country. He chaired the Iraqi Council of Representatives from 2006 to 2009, and was elected again today, October 31, 2024. He was also elected President of the Arab Parliamentary Union in 2008. Al-Moshadani is the new Speaker of the Iraqi Parliament. Quote, the Iraqi Parliament elected Mahmoud al-Moshadani as its Speaker on Thursday evening, after nearly a full year. Mr. Sami said all branch bank managers have gone through and now completed international service standards in banking reforms as of yesterday morning. Frank: why? Because of the float. You have to have a new exchange rate if you're going to float it. We know that rates on the redemption center screen are populating, and that means they're going up, and we know that we have fixed rates on the bank screens. The redemption center screens are what we're going to work off of, and it's going to be, I think the rates themselves will be so good, it'll blow us away, especially the contract rate on the Iraqi dinar. They should offer that to us, not at the banks, but only at the redemption centers. My gut is screaming that under the distraction of this election that the whole world is watching, they are going to pull the trigger. That's what my gut is saying. I sure hope I'm right this time. They are so close. Our elections, we're down to what, 5 days? These 5 days will be concentrated with so many concluding thoughts. These remaining days of 2024 are so concentrated on the monetary reform policy. Parliament reveals the secrets of 6 qualitative strikes against currency counterfeiting networks in Iraq. The Prime Minister of the Kurdistan Regional Government, Mesrour Barzani, congratulated Mahmoud al-Moshadani during a phone call today, Friday, on the occasion of his election as Speaker of the Federal Council of Representatives. For his part, the Speaker of the Council of Representatives expressed his thanks to the Prime Minister for his call, stressing his support for implementing the constitution and resolving the outstanding disputes between the Kurdistan region and the federal government, according to a statement issued by the regional government. Yesterday evening, Thursday, the Iraqi parliament elected Mahmoud al-Moshadani as its speaker, after nearly a full year of political deadlock and failure more than 3 times to resolve the issue. The head of the Wujoud movement, Mohammed Abu Saida, warned on Friday of an American scenario that could lead to the creation of a financial crisis inside Iraq that would lead to the downfall of the government. Abu Saidah told Al-Maluma, Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani is politically maneuvering with the American side to ensure the collection of salaries from Iraqi oil revenues controlled by the U.S. Federal Reserve. He added, the federal bank is putting pressure on the Iraqi government, and may invent excuses to stop sending money to the country, under the pretext of the lack of transparency in spending the money and combating money laundering, and thus it is considered a pretext on which such issues are hung. He explained that if America goes towards stopping the transfer of Iraqi funds, then with such a measure it is pushing the Iraqi government towards collapse, especially since there are billions paid in salaries monthly at a time when the number of employees has reached about 10 million employees.